I'm Olivia and I joined in the spring term of Year 8, and some of the concerns I might have had when I joined school is that I wouldn't really know anybody. So for example, the year group and the class that I was joining, they'd all been together since Year 7, so I guess I would have been a little bit worried about making friends. I guess you could also say that I was a little bit worried about catching up with work, as when I came into the school, some of the things that they've covered, especially in the sciences, they'd started that in Year 7, so I had to try and put those building blocks in place. But the teachers were always really helpful for that.
I'm Mia and I started in Year 9, and I think initially I was a bit worried about making friends, but I think that was solved quite quickly by joining clubs, which I found was really helpful. And at the start of the year, well, when you first start, you get a buddy, which is nice, someone to take you around, which I thought was really helpful.
I'm Alice. I started at the start of Year 10, and I think pretty much the same, but you get so much support and help from people you meet, and then you become close friends with them really quickly. And then with Tess, all the teachers are so supportive, even if you might not be at the top of your class straight away, but you soon will gradually progress.
I'm Rena and I started around Easter in Year 7, so it was just before exams and I was quite stressed that I would get lower marks because I hadn't been doing the same things as this school had. But no one really pressured me, no one said that it was a bad thing. They all just let me have time to catch up and gave me resources, clinics, time with teachers like out of lessons where I could catch up quite fast, so it didn't take me that long to catch up.
When I came around to looking like Year 8, I just kind of fell in love with it. I felt like the school was kind of more suited to me. Obviously all of the clubs and the activities, the music opportunities, I just kind of liked everything about it.
Yeah. When I tried it out, my mum thought like, let's try it out, because this school's, the results especially, was really, really good here. And when I first came in for the tryout day, like we went for a tour around school.
Yeah.
I really liked it because like the building was nice, clubs were nice, like I just thought it was a nice environment.
Yeah, and when I came for my taste today, it was really good because you got to go in some of the sort of main, because I think I had some like maths, and it was really good because you'd get to see like how they do it and how differently it is.
I think one of the best things about the taster days is, so for example, when I came and I like received my buddy, and it was great because obviously I met new people and she introduced me to like her friends, so it meant that when I was joining the school I wasn't like completely on my own, and it was just like good to see how it was like a little bit different to my old school, because it was just, I feel like everybody was a bit more like centred on the work, and it was just nice to see like how they operated.
It pushes you that extra mile, like you go that extra bit rather than state schools. I feel like
they don't
have a lot more
try as
opportunities.
much, yeah.
You get more individuality. So
Yeah, more independent and more confident,
Yeah.
I think, is the main thing.
A lot more responsibility too for a lot of things you do.
Oh yeah.
I think the main unique advantage for me would probably be the sport. I think that has been the main thing that has really helped me to grow. Especially with friends, I was a bit worried at the start joining whether or not I would make friends but I think joining a sport or joining or even just a club.
Yeah, because there's so many.
I joined quite a few clubs because I love to do music, so a lot of people that I met through my music clubs, I found more things and I had a lot in common with them obviously, and so that's really good because it allowed me to meet new people.
And also it's not just your year who you make friends with, you make friends with people higher up, older than you and lower down the school. I think is really helpful as well.
I think the school has definitely impacted on future plans because you get so much support in it. You get a meeting with one-to-one with a teacher on your A-level subjects.
So you have like a specific teacher who is assigned to just working with careers, and I think that's really helpful because she has lots of knowledge on different universities, different courses, different jobs.
What will be best suited for you and how you're
they look at your results as well.
The careers advice is quite later on in the year, but I think earlier on in the years you do get opened up to different opportunities, so we have different days like stock market challenge,
a
fashion day where you
maths day,
and then obviously this year choosing our GCSE choices, although that isn't as important as A-levels, they kind of gave us like not instructions but advice on like not to be swayed by what your friends are choosing, and just to basically pick the subjects that you love.
Here they focus not only on your grades now and what you're doing now, but they focus on what you're going to do in the future.
Yeah, I think it's because the year group, it's a lot smaller than state schools.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it gives you more chance to have like private time
Yeah, you get
Because
that
if you've got a
one-to-one
massive
easily.
year group, you don't get as much chance to do that.
I think probably my favourite experience was definitely movement evening. I feel like that was the best, that's like the highlight of my year.
Mine would be movement evening too.
Yeah,
But
team
then,
movement evening or like some of the sports competitions.
like,
are
I
really
like
good
the
as well.
gymnastics competitions we go to.
You have all levels. It's not just people of a higher standard.
Because there's year group dance things and like gymnastics, you don't have to be advanced. Like there's parts where you just do a dance
Beginners.
together and everything.
Yeah, I think one of my favourite bits is all of the co-curricular clubs and activities you can take part in. In year 8 I took part in the SOS robotics competition and I really enjoyed that. And then also this year I'm doing my bronze DV. I think that's a really nice experience because it gives you the life skills. And I think it's just really good that you have the opportunity to take part in all those clubs because it lets you know what else is out there and it helps you build new skills that you might have not known you had. I would say definitely come. I think I really enjoy the school.
And you don't really need to stress about when you join.
Yeah, you get the one-to-one teacher help that you don't normally get in other schools, which I think is really helpful.
It's really different here, the amount of help you get.
Yeah, because if you're coming from another state school or even just any school,
really
you
different.
notice the difference because the teachings and the students are just much
Yeah.
nicer
The
and friendly.
students too.
Yeah.
No one's
You don't ever
really,
feel excluded.
Yeah.